Welcome back to another episode of the Block Runner Podcast. I'm your host, William, always here with your co-host, Iman.
What's going on, dude?
On the sticks, we got TJ.
Hello.
All right. A couple of days, we got Thanksgiving.
We do.
People eat on Thanksgiving. It's not my greatest of times.
It's going to be my greatest of times, I guess.
This is what I'd rather be eating. Sludge.
Yeah, I believe you when you say that. Like, if you had the option, you would sludge all day long.
Yeah. I like the aspect of the gathering of it. You know, it's
what?
I think it's fine.
Okay.
That's more appealing than like, let's gather for the food, you know?
What would you rather we do as a gathered society in these kind of moments?
Talk about problems and potential solutions.
I'd rather have a meeting.
That's a meeting. That's
than
right.
a gathering.
Yeah, it's a family. Maybe.
Family meeting, guys.
It's like, you know what, family? It's like, we're all finally here together. It's like time to like divulge what you've been hiding. And it's like, it's like, yeah, it's like, we're teetering. It's like, we actually want to divorce, but
yeah, I'm talking about like more scientific problems.
Not those kind of
not
problems.
those kind of problems.
Well, you don't
It's like, not here. He's like, don't talk about that here.
Well, yes. I mean, those are pretty big problems too, you know? If you can't work through that, you can't solve science, you know, in most cases. Starts at the house.
You must start with science.
Well, then your house will crater. That's the logic, I think, you know?
Yeah, well.
But typically you don't.
I try to steer the conversations towards those types of topics.
Yeah. It's like you're at the dinner table. It's like clearly there's like some relationship tension across the table.
It's like, have you guys heard of a Dyson sphere?
Yeah. Where would you guess we are on the Kardashian scale? You know? You like pull it up on your phone. Here's what, type 0?
Yeah. He pulls up NASA's budget and he's like, guys, we got to go over this real quick.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, nobody gives a fuck, you know?
So that's a shame.
Yeah, well, it is what it is, man. To me, I like that. I like, because that's what we do. I like the escape, the opportunities of mental rest.
Yeah, you know what? I want to live a life where I don't have to escape it. That's what I want.
No, not like escape. It's like just take a break for a minute, you know? You know, like if you're always working, you're always like your mind is fixated on these problems and like solutions. Yeah. You got to have some periods where you can like,
that's true.
You know, turn the off switch just for a bit, right?
That's true. Actually,
I like that.
I've heard that problems are solved via an unconscious mind. So you
like in your dream state,
like,
or what?
No, like you understand a problem and you're using your cortex to understand it, but the problem isn't solved via the cortex. It's solved via the unconscious part of your mind.
I see.
So it's like you have a problem and you're kind of stuck on it. Once you take your mind off of that problem, all of a sudden you come up with a solution.
Yeah, I could see that. A lot of my ideas have kind of just come to me, not necessarily like I'm like trying to manifest them, right?
Yeah, right.
Like I'll be laying in bed or something like that, about to fall asleep.
It's true.
Like something will
Eureka.
pop in my head. Kinda. It's like, all right, let me open my Notion app.
As one does. Yes.
Write this one down. I don't know if you've seen it. Like every now and then I'll like throw something into like
I get
Discord,
the notifications. Yeah.
Just like random blurbs of words. They probably make no sense to you. Like I'll look one up right now. Just probably happened recently. This is like me at like 3 a.m. It's like I'm about to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And then I put into like one of our channels. It says, what does it say? Alien explanation, trust problem. Like, what does that mean? But in that moment in my head, something was playing where it's like, oh, I think I know what it is. I was like running scenarios in my head of like, you know, whenever inevitably we have to explain this platform that we're working on to people.
Oh, to aliens or people?
Well, it's like to people.
Okay.
Right? Imagine we roll this product out. It does very well. Or maybe it does well enough to where it piques the right attention.
Okay.
Somebody like a thread guy like brings us on. It's like, explain yourselves, Blocker. What the fuck are you guys building?
Yeah.
And the like the minimum executable explanation for like that covers the most surface area where people will kind of understand it without it being too complex. It's like, why do we want arbitrary versus non-arbitrary crypto? Well, it's like if we had to explain like what we've done
Sure.
with like cryptocurrency and Bitcoin and all this stuff to an alien species, like which version of crypto would you think would hold more
absolutely.
weight to that species and like kind of represent humanity is like up to something.
Yeah, you're alluding to my Independence Day thesis. Which physics aligns entire humanity, the entire planet, and the universe. That's what aligns, just like how things work is through physics.
Yeah.
When it comes to cryptocurrency, everything up to, I guess DMT has been completely arbitrary.
Yeah, which seems okay, right? We have a $3 trillion market right now.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah.
It's just like, but there is no grounds. There's no foundation.
Yeah.
And so that's what's missing in cryptocurrency, and that's what's missing in like the metaverse and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And so if you're to explain this to an alien, it would be like, remember physics?
Right.
Well, we're using digital physics to govern our laws.
Yeah, it would be like, hey, alien, it's like, here's Bitcoin. Look at all this energy. It's like consuming. It's like a magnificent human achievement. It's a miracle that it's still running and it hasn't been hacked. And it's consuming whatever it does. It has all this thermodynamic properties to it, whatever, right? We're great, right? We passed your test. You're not going to annihilate us?
No, yeah.
Okay.
So you're safe.
Yeah, I agree. Here's the rest of crypto. It's none of that, right? It's just this like pulled out of thin air vapor technology, no substance grounding any of it.
Correct.
You know, it has none of those roots and anchors to Bitcoin, this thing that you aliens agree is like tremendous human achievement.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's like explain the rest of the dynamics of crypto that is anchored to this thing of Bitcoin that is provably a miraculous human achievement.
Yeah.
Right? Like that's a better version of crypto. I think
100%.
we should be, building towards, and therefore we can pass the annihilation test once the aliens get here.
100%.
Right?
I totally agree.
Yeah. And then I was like, I got to write this down before I go to sleep. And there it is.
Yeah. You used it. You actually used it.
Yeah. So that's what I mean. I was literally like about to pass out, and I probably had like the worst nightmare of alien annihilation like as I went to bed.
Those are the best dreams, dude.
That doesn't sound good, dude. But yeah, I mean, we should be trying our best to it should be like the human benchmarks of like, will an alien be impressed or not by what it is we're up to?
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, if an alien comes to Earth and they see that the entire human population is aligned on one token, and that token is being backed by, thousands of zeta hashes per second.
Yeah.
And it's consuming, a huge amount of energy. That's like, okay, that these humans kind of are collaborating.
They seem intelligent.
Yeah, that is a measure of intelligence, right? Yeah. Collaboration.
For sure. Yeah, 100%.
And so yeah, I mean, if you're going to be basing, additional tokens based off of this energy consumption, that's kind of like a good idea.
Yeah, I think it means like human beings have the capability, I guess, to like arriving at these inflection points where things do make sense at some point. They might not. There's periods where things definitely do not make sense, and they, like, I don't know. Right now, crypto feels like it doesn't make any sense. Like,
what do you mean? You don't like Monad, dude?
Yeah. How'd you know? How'd you know I was thinking of Monad? And everything, right? It's like the whole situation with Coinbase and I don't know, like our industry titans and like the entities that hold the most trust and esteem, and it's like here they are playing typical
typical industry games,
playbook where you're coming in, hundreds of millions of dollars to another chain that doesn't need to exist. I mean, sure, they can exist, whatever. It's a free market, but
you're gonna sell 6% of your tokens.
Yeah, it's like clearly just this industry wrapper where you're like, okay, we'll deploy this new chain. It has these nodes. It's running fast, I guess.
Yeah.
And there's this DEX. There's this new pump.fun clone.
Yep.
There's X, Y, and Z other primitive that has been like, established on other chains previously.
Yeah, and the people who bought into the ICO, they're down like 80%.
Right. Well, actually recovered. Now it's back.
Oh, it's back? Okay.
But
congrats.
Inevitably, this is typically number go down scenarios, right?
Yeah.
You know, we saw it with ICP. We saw it with, you know, name X, Y, and Z chain, right? Barra chain is going through some weird like legal situation now where like, yeah, some of their VCs, they gave some sort of like refund clause and like it got leaked, meaning like it's like a 1 year. If the value of this token ends up lower than what you bought in at, we guarantee you like a full refund. But if it's up, obviously you're up, right? So good for you.
Yeah.
And then like the market found out about this. Now they're being investigated because that's kind of fucked up. It's like the rest of the market didn't get this like guarantee, you know?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is like actually
I think it's
a wrong or not, or this is
I
like
don't think it's a wrong as long as it's in the documents that you sign with the investors.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was. Maybe I don't know if you have to like disclose this to other investors whenever you do shit like this. I don't know.
That's a great question. I
Because they
doubt
raised
it.
like hundreds of millions, but only like 25 million was guaranteed to some selected investor. So the rest of them maybe were like pissed off, so they're going. I don't know.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
they're all down like 80%.
If it's among the investor groups complaining, then yeah, maybe.
Yeah, well, that's probably where the gripe originated from, right? But now it's like spilling into the public who are also like investing.
Yeah, they're dumping the token.
Yeah, I was like, well, I want my refund too, dude. Where's my guarantee? I'm down.
Yeah.
I'm down bad since I bought your Barra coins. You know? Shit like this, right?
Well, they should call it bull coins then. That's number go up tech.
Get the white paper together right now, dude. We got to hit up Capitol Hill or wherever the money is. Coinbase? Yeah, that's the next ICO. Bulla chain.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's just call it bullish.
Yes. I think that's all you need. Some vibe coded landing page.
Yeah.
And launch an ICO, and that's it. You've done it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's just like,
and we've seen that constantly.
Yeah, and this is what we're supposed to show the aliens,
right?
Like they're gonna be like X off the list.
Yeah,
you know,
send
deploy the predator. Right? Apparently, you only need one.
Yeah, you just need one.
Just
right?
throw a predator here on Earth and wipe them all out, dude. Wipe them clean. They're no good. They couldn't pass the test.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see once we inevitably get to Thread Guy's stream or whoever is that mental gatekeeper.
Yeah.
It seems to be him.
He's had everybody, including Trump.
Mm-hmm. Trump, Hyperliquid guys.
That's right, yeah.
Zcash people.
Yeah,
basically anytime anything enters the public zeitgeist, it's like, all right, Thread Guy, get him on there. Let's hash it out. Is there what's happening? Right. Which I think is valuable. He kind of gives a perspective of like an actual user of crypto.
Yeah, he's the everybody.
Yeah,
meaning when you're listening, he's asking the questions that you would be asking watching.
Pretty much, yeah. So he's a good like conduit, I guess, between like, the people who are in the know and the people who are not, right?
Yeah.
And they're trying to figure out and navigate this weird ass space, right? Which gets weirder and weirder.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Zcash is pretty weird.
What's even weirder is our logo.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about it. You guys had a Twitter space this morning.
We did. We were talking about the logo, yeah.
That thing that's on your shirt.
That's right. Yeah, so what's interesting about this logo is a lot of people didn't even notice that it resembles a cube.
Yeah, that's weird. That was like one of the first things I noticed.
Me too. I think because we come from like the gaming area, so we have like 3D like mental understandings.
Yeah, we have like depth perception. I didn't know some people came unequipped with depth perception, dude. But maybe
that's what surprises me the most is like when someone plays a first-person shooter on the laptop or computer for the first time, they don't know how to use WASD. I find that weird.
It is hilarious. I find it comical, actually. It's like watching a baby deer trying to like stand for the first time. It's watching somebody, like trying to first person their way through like a virtual space. Like, you fucking noob, dude.
Yeah, it's weird.
How are you?
I thought this is like basic, computer knowledge. Or maybe not.
No, I guess not. I mean, not for our generation.
Really?
Yeah, we were the weird ones, dude. There weren't that many of us growing up. Like,
yeah, but now we're the majority.
yeah, but they're like, swiping and shit. They're not doing that. They're swiping and scrolling and FaceTiming. They're not out there like deep in the trenches of Halo and Counter-Strike trying to get like 360 no scopes, dude. That's not what's happening.
That's how you grow up, become a man. Well, you have to do the first no scope.
That's what's happening now, right? The kids today, yeah, of course, they're fucking
the
advanced.
men were made on Blood Gulch.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, it's different. It's different. So, yeah, you should get your cyber legs, right? Everybody.
I would think so. Yeah. I mean, that's going to be the future, anyways.
Yeah, again, but not for the kids, right?
True. Yeah.
It's going to be the world we build for them.
And plus, it's going to be very intuitive. You put on the headset and your gloves or whatever, and it's like, oh, okay. So it's kind of like real world, except way cooler.
Yeah. And then it gets to the point where it's just pure neural impulses, right?
That's right. Yeah. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to that chip, dude.
Yeah. Well, you better up your status then on Earth because you're not going to get it. Is my prediction.
Yeah, maybe.
It's going to be like the Silicon Valley's heads. They're going to get it first.
It's like the Elysium version of the chip.
Yeah, that's I think the inflection point where we veer more towards Elysium versus not. It's like whenever we get these access to these chips.
Yeah. I shared there was a talk between like, I don't know, 5 or 6 guys. I'll see if I can find it, but what they were talking about is a completely independent industry, right? It has nothing to do with crypto. But what they were talking about is technology that extends the life of humanity past like 100 years and quality too. Mm-hmm. But they were having a panel as if this kind of looked like a crypto panel, right? So it was like, there's a lot of production value in this panel. But anyway, they were talking about this this new industry that's forming that's supposed to increase your life, right? Through technology pills or whatever. But what was interesting is that it is forming as a new industry.
An industry. So
meaning products like pills or gene therapy, whatever, all that stuff.
Yeah, I could see that. I guess it's like a different narrative on like don't be fat, right? Like that's been an industry. Or like
that's true.
Don't be ugly, really. Yeah. It's like be attractive.
Yeah.
That's been like a lot of our marketing anchor has been that, right? Yeah. It's like Calvin Klein, ripped dude, big bulging package.
Yeah.
You don't want this product, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is how you be hot. So it's like, all right.
So this is like the new version of it.
You don't want to die, right? They're going to show us commercials of like people just like rotting away.
Yeah. It was like tubes everywhere.
Yeah. You want to be that? Or you want to be this vampire looking guy?
Yeah.
Brian Johnson.
Yeah. Who ages in reverse.
He's just going to have a perpetual mushroom drip. Because he loved his mushroom trip so much.
Yeah.
Have you seen the data yet? Like
I have not. No.
He presented some of it, but it was so long, I just could not.
Oh, really?
Like
has he done a video?
No, he said the video's next, but he posted like all the data on Twitter or on X.
What could there possibly be?
It's a lot to the point where I didn't even want to look at it.
Wow.
It was like overwhelming. But
was it like a PDF or? Oh.
I don't know.
This is like a website?
It's probably all the above, dude.
That's interesting. I'd like to read it.
If you're saying there's an industry forming,
there absolutely is.
So what is this? It's the don't die industry.
Yeah, basically,
right? Yeah. I mean,
and they're saying things like escape velocity, meaning that there's going to be a technology at a certain point where that technology will help you live faster than you are dying, and so then you never die.
So what is it?
Well, they're getting to that point.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so they're talking about getting to the escape velocity point.
Sheesh.
Yeah, so then going back to what originated this conversation, the logo, the 3D aspect of it. That's another one was that we were talking about the Kardashev scale again, and this resembles like the sun and the Dyson sphere around the sun. And so now we're talking about a technology that helps us get us closer to that.
Yeah, that was a thing that I never really identified.
Yeah, because you saw the fact that the center one, it was Bitcoin, and then there was like all these NATs around it.
Yeah, that to me, that's what I interpreted when we first stumbled upon this.
Yeah.
This icon, right? It's like, okay, yeah, Bitcoin is the center of like the substance of like a digital universe, right? The nodes around it kind of representing substance emergence from Bitcoin.
Like the Big Bang.
Kind of, yeah. Yeah, and like a uniform representation, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Very.
Yeah, so that's what I like about
vibey.
the logo. And I think that's what people, they vibe with the logo because they can see different things about it.
Yeah, and now this whole Type 2 narrative, right? It's like, if humanity is or if humanity should be aligned in the pursuit of civilization upgrade, status of upgrades, I guess, then Bitcoin inevitably becomes like a major factor in that pursuit. And therefore NAT is like a substantial weight.
The only thing that sustains it.
Yeah, the commodity of Bitcoin itself clearly is not going to be like the driver towards the apparatus, the network of Bitcoin actually becoming viable enough to justify it being a major consumer of whatever output of energy the Dyson sphere generates, right?
Yeah.
In other words, there needs to be some substantial incentives in line in order for us to like get on the same rocket ships where AI is headed, right?
Yeah. So what you're alluding to is the conversation that we had. I think it was on last week's podcast where Elon was talking about satellites.
Yeah, it's not just like all the tech heads are singing the same song now.
I think they are right.
I mean, whether they're right or not, they're all on the same page.
Yeah.
So technology is headed to space. That's kind of like the big paradigm breakthrough here.
Yeah, and I remember a lot of people were wondering why go to space at all.
It's true.
And they couldn't like figure out like a use case to go into space. And what's funny is that the best use case is for high performance computing as satellite units. Like that's because you have infinite like radiation capability, you have infinite electricity. Like
so it's like easier to keep these things cool, basically.
Yeah. Which is most of the cost is keeping it cool.
And it gets you into closer proximity to the source of energy itself.
That's right. Yeah.
So it's like a no-brainer.
Yeah.
It's like if we have the capability, now it's not just SpaceX. What's Blue Origin?
Blue Origin.
Now they have their rockets that do the same thing as SpaceX rockets.
Yeah, and all the countries, they have their own rockets as well. So they're all going towards the same thing.
Yeah, so
this is a real space race.
Yeah, it is. It's a real space race, and it's a real transition point from like Type 0 to Type 1, right? Like this is it. It's actually playing out in real time, and we don't want to get left behind from that, right? Bitcoin, it's like we should also be part of that transition, humanity's transition phase, right?
Yeah, I'd be surprised if Bitmain and all these other manufacturers aren't working on satellites.
They're the only ones who
could.
Yeah, who could from a resource perspective, and their position is not in any threat anytime soon.
No, I mean other than they're being investigated by the United States, Bitmain.
For what?
Because right now 90% of all ASICs come from China.
Yeah.
And so they're making sure that if the United States does purchase these assets, they're not being remotely controlled, like throttled, things like that.
Yeah. There's like backdoor levers.
Right.
Where, like the Chinese can just at any point in time.
Yeah.
It's like no hash for you.
But the United States, they're more likely to kind of build their own ASIC facilities and build their own ASICs because they wouldn't have to worry about all that.
That would be interesting. That would be the big tell. There's this new chip that Google's working on, right? Or they already have. That's apparently is better than NVIDIA GPUs.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Meta is contemplating.
Yeah.
Like they're gonna buy all their
that's true
chips, AI hardware from Google.
Yeah, I heard about that.
So like all of a sudden NVIDIA might be
but
in trouble.
I wouldn't bet against Jensen. I mean, he's been around for like 25 years.
So is Google.
Yeah, but
I don't know.
I mean, Jensen, they're super focused on like chip design and stuff.
Yeah, but Google's Google, dude. You know? We're not talking about fucking...
I think Google has made a pretty cool prototype, and it's a good concept, but
yeah,
if Google can do it, Jensen can do it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah. It's just, how long. Yeah.
And it could be like political like positioning where it's like this company saying, we're going to go with Google to make their negotiations with Jensen a little bit cheaper. Right?
It's true. That's a good point. Well, I don't think it's that. I don't know. I think it's like that impressive or that. I don't know if it's like this is the ASIC moment for the AI hardware space, maybe. It's just like something is just clearly designed better for this like intended purpose. I don't know.
Yeah, I think there is an opportunity there.
Yeah, we'd have to look into it a little deeper, but it is interesting.
For example, Apple was like steamrolled and blew Intel out of the water with these like M chips. Mm-hmm. They're way faster and way more efficient than Intel chips.
Right.
And then Intel sort of caught up to it, though. But it took them like a decade.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, NVIDIA has so much, resource capacity at this point. Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. They should be pretty nimble and reactive as needed.
Yeah, I would think so.
But yeah, so the Dyson Sphere recognition, I don't know, because I've been thinking about whether or not there's been some criticism. So let's talk about the criticisms, right? One of them being the branding of NAT. Some people have said like the NAT branding is not. Well, that's all they've said. Right? They didn't really extend into anything beyond that.
Yeah, I think they say that because they perceive like an inability for this logo or just the word NAT to penetrate like the zeitgeist.
Yeah, there's no way. NAT is so good.
I know.
Yeah. Well, maybe it's because it's
like
you expect to hear like a coin, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Like XRP. People don't say XRP coin.
No, they don't.
They just say XRP.
Or Ripple.
Yeah, Ripple. And then there's like Cardano. People bought that for some reason. Right?
Yeah, ADA.
Yeah. So you don't necessarily need coin. Like we don't have to call it NAT coin, do we?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I think it's fine. I think.
Yeah, so I was like, what if the iconography was more of like a packaged as a coin, right? You can imagine, how Bitcoin is like a gold coin with a B on it.
Sure. But why not embed the logo into the coin itself instead of using the letter N?
I don't know. That's just, I agree. I have no gripes or qualms here.
Yeah, I feel like we stumbled onto like the best acronym that is useful for like NAT speak.
Yeah, let us know if anybody's watching or listening.
It's like BTC. Like that's not. You can't use that in a sentence.
No.
But yeah, you can't.
You can't. But NAT, you can.
That's right.
All the time.
Yes.
As we do. So yeah, I don't know. That's one of the complaints. I don't foresee if the brand cultural representation of NAT somehow like morphs on its own.
Yeah, you mentioned
it definitely won't be like per our doing, right?
You mentioned Bitcoin has gone through some rebranding.
Yeah, it started off. You can find it like its original logo. It's like a B and a C on like a very ugly looking coin, and then it changed. Yeah, that.
Oh yeah,
there. It is. It had 3 like rebrand moments.
Come on, Satoshi. What are you thinking, dude?
What's wrong with that, dude?
BC?
British Columbia. Bitcoin. Well, I don't see what the issue is. But then, they're like, how about we make this look more like the dollar?
Wait, 2010 by Satoshi?
Yeah, he himself was like, this is a better look. And then they're like, how about we just make it super orange? Whoever Phil Wilson is. And that's the one that stuck, right? That's the one that's on all of our merch, basically.
Yeah. Well, so why did it tilt this way?
Oh shit! I didn't even realize the tilt. I don't know.
It's like a I don't know, a jab at the dollar, which is like an upright like sign.
What does a forward tilt imply?
It's like we're
up and to the right. Dude.
We're chill.
Up and to the right. Yeah. We're chill. Yeah. We have like a slouch.
Yeah.
Leaning.
Yeah. We have a fucking gangster lean, dude. We're not like all proper and upright like the dollar.
Right.
so lame. Yeah, I don't know. This is like, I hate, but also like thinking about this kind of stuff, right? Like branding and such.
We spend a lot of time on that.
Yeah, unfortunately, but fortunately.
Yeah.
It's like one of those things. I hate the idea of trying to hone in on the brand identity of something.
Yeah, because it takes a lot of time, and
it almost feels like there's no way you can get it right.
Yeah.
It's like anytime something has gotten it right, it's like a pure accident.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like to me.
Yeah, I think so.
Almost. I don't know.
How much did Steve Jobs spend on the Apple logo? I think like $250,000 or something like that back in the day.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, according to the movie with Ashton Kutcher, it was like decided on like a car ride.
No, the name, but not the logo.
Oh, I see. Like with the bite.
With the bite, yeah.
Apple with a bite in it. Really? It took $250,000 to come up with that?
Yeah.
Sheesh. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Could have been Cracker Barrel, dude, where they had the whole rebrand and then reversed a week later.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, they probably spent $250,000 on all that too.
Probably more. It's like we're gonna bring in all the brand experts.
Yeah.
$2 million.
Yeah,
for like a 6-month fucking powwow, and like, we're just getting super high, just trying to figure out this new brand identity, and it's like cardboard box. It's like it's the most uninspiring thing ever. It's like, all right, yeah, that was a fail. That's what I mean. It's like seems like these things are produced in an unconscious state, like you said.
Yeah, yeah. Even Steve Jobs didn't hit home runs here. He once he left Apple, he started this company called Next. It was like a leaning cube with NEXT on it.
Right.
And it was just like very uninspiring. But I think he also spent a lot of money on that logo too.
For sure. Yeah, I mean, he had the funds to do so, right? It's
like,
you might as well bring in some more brain power into this. And yeah, I remember that logo. It's the hell is that?
Yeah.
Very nowhere near to as iconic as the Apple logo.
Yeah. This is bad.
Is it? Is it bad? It's just not good. But is it bad though?
No, it's bad.
Why is it bad? Because it's just like
I mean, it's just. What is this?
Yeah, well, this is what I mean.
Like it's nothing.
It's just too hard. Yeah. So
yeah,
the logo stays for now.
Yeah.
If Phil Wilson emerges, it like changes everything, right? Just like a branding god. It's like, you know what NAT really needs? It needs to be pink. Right?
You know what? I wouldn't be mad at it. If
Whatever.
It made sense,
sure.
It's fine.
Okay. Run with it and see if the universe accepts that, and like, the alien annihilation threshold.
Yeah. And needs to pass the alien test.
It's like these humans are obviously very confident. They went full pink.
Yeah, just a shift in the hues is all you need for $1 billion market cap.
Yeah. Imagine. Yeah, I mean, shit, fuck it.
They use pink here too.
Yeah. I mean, pink is hot.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, purple and blue, that's close to pink.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Maybe you throw a splash of white in there, you got pink. You're probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know, dude. This must be like what brand meetings sound like.
Yeah.
talking about colors and shit. It's like, dude, how about magenta? How about yellow number 6?
Yeah, and what's crazy is that there aren't that many choices of colors.
It's more than I need. Yeah,
there's
keep everything. To me, it's like everything's black.
I agree.
I like black on my car.
Silver.
Like if I get a gun, I want it to be like matte black.
You don't want like a chrome gun?
No, not really. It's you stand out, dude. Sniper's gonna see that.
Yeah, but it's intimidating. A sniper, but it's intimidating. I think that's kind of the point.
A chrome gun?
Yeah.
What are you, like a narco dude?
Yeah, he wants gold-plated AKs.
Fucking yeah, dude. Trying to like swag out there in the criminal universe.
It's respect, dude.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. So clearly, we're not. Probably not the guys.
We're not Phil.
Yeah, we need a Phil Wilson if one is to merge. So that is one of the criticisms, right? and it appears like this one's outside of our grip.
Our scope, yeah.
Yeah. Another major one is okay. I understand and I agree to the problem solution thesis here.
Okay.
And I understand why miners love it, right? Obviously.
More money.
Yeah, what miner wouldn't?
Sure.
But I cannot for any reason picture a world where people would actually want who are not miners would want to buy this thing that the miners essentially are selling on the market.
So why would you buy Bitcoin?
Yeah, you kind of got to start there, right? Because it's the same scenario.
Yeah, I mean, why are people buying Bitcoin? For what?
Well, immediately what kind of stood out to me whenever I thought about that is it is that narrative of the big bad wolf being fiat and like, you know.
Exactly. That's where it all starts.
That's where it all started. Yeah. It's like because it had that perception already in mind, it's like it's a reflection, it's a resistance right? Vehicle.
Yes.
So it's
so instead of protesting and like yelling at the government.
Yeah, we don't need to occupy Wall Street.
Yeah, you just buy Bitcoin and you are protesting.
Yeah, that works.
Yes.
It's good enough.
Yes.
And that was not for a lot of people. A lot of people at first glance completely saw no value in that. And
well, I think
chose not to buy.
I think that's because they don't understand how money works.
Yeah. So that means you didn't understand the problem to its full
100%
pedigree.
So we're going to spend Thanksgiving with our family. What percentage of your family that you're going to spend time with, what percentage of them understand fiat currency?
Oh my God. What's the benchmark of understanding?
Let's say, okay, fiat currency is that the design of the dollar is to print more dollars. Like it is supposed to do that.
How do you arrive to that, like, you know, that point in understanding? Like, what do you...
So the explanation to why things get more expensive, it isn't like this just natural manifestation. It is by design.
Right. So then you would inquire like that. It's like, you know, everybody's kind of bitching and moaning about why things are getting more expensive. And therefore, like, Christmas is really going to suck.
Yeah.
Right? So, okay, which of you can actually explain why things are getting more expensive?
Right.
And if like nobody brings in fiat and this like
they're gonna talk about it's China and this tariff
Donald Trump's fault.
Donald Trump, yeah,
they're gonna bring in politics. They're gonna bring in whatever.
Yeah,
but because they haven't been fully informed intentionally.
Yeah,
about the inner workings of our monetary system, right? Because you need a populace that is like by design not privy to this mechanism.
And
right?
I think that's where the conversation of understanding starts. But the other half of it, I think, is because we could just print more money, things get more expensive, but the value of the dollar declines as a result.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So it's like supply and demand situation.
Mm-hmm.
If there's more supply of the dollar, then that means things get more expensive, and therefore the dollar buys you a lot less than it used to.
Mm.
And so if you understand that dynamic, then you would understand that something like Bitcoin doesn't have this ability to just expand.
Right.
And they would have to trust you on that because they don't understand why you can't have just more than 21 million coins. Like that is a whole another thing.
Yeah, so I guess a question you could ask is like, who's responsible for the
for 21 million?
I guess question A is like, which entity is responsible for, I guess, printing the dollar?
Okay.
Start with that.
Well, the Fed.
Well, that's the right answer.
Yeah.
But then you got to present them with, it's the Supreme Court, it's Congress, it's Walmart, whatever. And it's like, give them some options, right? And then
I see.
if you pick the Federal Reserve, it's like, all right, you're like halfway there. All right, so who's like the head of the Federal Reserve?
Jerome Powell.
Or Barack Obama, Jimmy Kimmel, like things like this. You're kind of giving, and then it's like it's Jerome Powell, and it's like, okay, I think at least enough to where you could probably like comfortably buy Bitcoin and understand why you're buying it, I guess.
Yeah, but then they would ask, okay, Jerome Powell's responsible, but what about the Satoshi guy? Why did he just choose 21 million? And why can't he change that to 50 million?
Damn, got me. Got me right here at the Thanksgiving table, dude.
Yeah, now everybody's like completely tuned out.
Yeah, then you gotta explain like everything.
Yeah, blockchain and
cryptography.
Yeah,
and
it's
proof of
over.
work and consensus.
That's why I don't think anybody can be convinced of Bitcoin.
That's true.
It is a self realization. You do your own due diligence.
The real truth of it though is not even that. It's like maybe 1% of people who have ever bought Bitcoin actually understand that Bitcoin is like some antithesis of some greater macroeconomic problem.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them are just reactive purchases to number go up.
Yes.
That's the real truth of it all. So it's like,
yeah,
for NAT to succeed, you don't need to convince the earth that NAT is like some fundamental solution to like a core macroeconomic problem for Bitcoin itself. It's like you only need to convince 1% of people who actually give a fuck about Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then that's enough to push number go up in a perpetual enough state to where people like that is the real psychological trigger that gets people to buy. And that's all they really need to see.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
That's the reality scope of like understanding how these things accrue value at all.
So then what you're saying that 1%, they would buy because they fundamentally understand the problem and the solution.
Yeah, they're the ones like on the ground.
Yeah.
They're the soldiers, right? They're the ones like shout out our guy.
Rosick.
Mr. Rosick. And like people like Shaco and people like help me name some people.
Luna.
The Hoodman, right?
Hoodman, yeah.
Everybody who's out there who actually understands the fundamentals, and they're daily, they're creating infographic content, educational, very well thought out responses to people who are in the public criticizing these theses and stuff.
Yeah.
Those are the 1%, the troops that are like, expanding the mass awareness to a point where you can, accelerate over time where, we hit these inflection points where number goes up, and that's how you really capture the masses. Right?
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. It starts with the fundamentals. Like if you were to try to convince somebody on like a meme token, like there's nothing there. There's no anything that you can stand on. Like here, Rosick is like explaining, some good faith dialogue on like why NAT token is going to solve the problem.
Yeah, the problem with memes is because there's no fundamentals to a meme value thesis, it's so easy to jump camps. Right? Yeah. Because like literally no meme has value pegged to some sort of actual like macro tailwind that actually matters.
Right.
So it's like so easy to just kind of like be that ground trooper in the moment and then just like hop to the next one. And then all of them end up going nowhere because there's no like sustainment at the end of the day.
Yeah. There's no reason to hold it.
Or like there's no troops on the ground
to continue the growth of it.
Yeah. To expand the army essentially over time.
Yeah.
Right. In my opinion.
Yeah. I think the reason why we're talking about Bitcoin in this context is because people need to come to the same conclusion as to why you're buying Bitcoin, like personally. Like you can never be told, right? Mm-hmm. But like you're saying, if number continues to go up, no one really needs to understand Bitcoin, just like no one really needs to understand how combustion engines work in order to drive a car. So, but the NAT token is so early that the people who are going to get on board this early, because there isn't evidence where number only goes up, right, over a stretch of time, even though it kind of has, but not long enough, right?
Right.
The people that are going to get onto the NAT token understand the problem solution situation.
Yeah.
And so we're trying to appeal to those people who understand that Bitcoin is not going to grow exponentially forever.
Right. Yeah, and understand again, it's like yeah, and then there's like actual evidence of that happening in real time. Like there's real stress on the system.
Yeah, so I think last week we were at 86,000.
No, lower. We hit like 80K.
No, I think you're right. Yeah, we hit 80K. Mm-hmm. But I think we hit 80K like after we recorded though. It was over the
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so
I don't know what we were at when we last did a podcast.
So this is the
Yeah, it
first
was
time.
like 86 or something.
Yeah, it was like 86. So this is the first time it hit 80, and that was a shocker to everybody because I don't know why the sentiment for Bitcoin has been lower than FTX, lower than the banking collapse that we saw, and I don't think it could have gotten worse than that at the time.
Yeah, because there's no like bodies.
Right. Yeah. And this one, there wasn't a collapse. There
was a flash crash.
Yeah, but there was no companies that went under like FTX.
Well, we don't know that. There's people are speculating. There's some market makers that may
Yeah.
have gone under, but we know like a lot of institutional traders got completely wiped out of the books. You know, it was like the
Yeah.
biggest liquidation event
It was, yeah, for sure.
by far. So I mean, those are like actual people floating in the river.
Yeah, so I guess that is on the scale of an FTX collapse.
Bigger,
Because
yeah.
the liquidation was like 40 or 50 billion.
I don't know. I don't really know, but I know it was maybe like 3 or 4, maybe even 5 orders of magnitude
Yeah,
higher
maybe.
than FTX.
Yeah.
Right? But
FTX was like 8 billion.
yeah,
$8 billion.
FTX was like a real massacre. We knew people
Yeah,
who
we did.
actually got massacred by FTX,
Yeah.
like bad, and to the point where it's like they exited the space.
Yes.
So it's like, you know, if this is many orders of magnitude worse than that, even though it
Man, but-
happened almost like subtly, like it felt like it happened in the shadows.
It,
right?
it felt like that. Yeah, because Trump did one tweet about 100% tariffs on China, and then everything just nukes like instantly.
What do you know about this JP Morgan manipulation? You know anything on that?
Yeah, I hear about that. So JP Morgan is selling master shares, and I think they were shorting it, and I think people wanted master to pump so that they could wreck JP Morgan.
You're talking about MicroStrategy,
Yeah,
Master?
yeah.
Okay. Say it again.
So JP Morgan was selling shares, and I think they were also buying puts on MicroStrategy.
Okay.
And so then I guess the rally around Twitter was trying to pump MSTR, MicroStrategy,
When?
I think it was over the weekend.
Really? I actually
Yeah.
completely missed this.
Yeah, and in order to wreck JP Morgan, right? It's sort of like what happened with
GameStop?
GameStop. Yeah.
Mhm.
But I don't think any of that was true, though.
Okay. Yeah, it seems like
I've been bamboozled again on Twitter.
Yeah.
yeah, if there was a rally attempt, it definitely didn't work.
It didn't work. Yeah.
I'm looking at the chart now. It's down 41% this month.
Yeah.
It's pretty bad. But
Yeah, I don't understand what Michael Saylor is doing in the context of like his products. I don't understand how they work. I just haven't spent enough time trying to understand that market and the products that he's made. But I feel pretty confident that Michael Saylor understands that Bitcoin can go down, and he's got a way out that doesn't like entirely destroy Bitcoin. That's my opinion. I could be totally wrong.
could be. But
And I lack information here too. So
yeah, I mean, the big safety net he has is his Bitcoin holdings.
yeah, it's like almost 700,000.
Yeah, it's massive. So it's like if any of these like treasury mechanisms have some sort of lever of security,
Yeah.
it's that one.
Yeah.
Now the rest of them who are like nowhere near as reinforced,
Yeah.
yeah, you can envision like a
Yeah,
total,
100%.
total collapse there
100%.
if they're kind of like trying to reuse these same
Yes.
products, right?
Yes.
That seems like a recipe for disaster. But yeah, I agree. I mean, he's just kind of, to me, it seems like he's just offering these like financial, what's the word?
It's like financial arbitrage.
Financial wet dreams.
Yeah, in
It's
a
like,
way.
buy this, get 10% yield.
Yes.
It's like you could never do
forever.
that.
Yeah.
And then he's using that to fund his Bitcoin accumulation strategy.
Which Bitcoin historically on average at least grows 30% year over year. So he's arbitraging. You give me your cash, I'll guarantee you 10% every single year.
Right.
And then I'll take your cash and I'll buy Bitcoin and I'll make 20% on that. And so I think that's a fine product as long as Bitcoin does actually grow. And
his stock, right? Because he has to perpetually.
Well, it depends. So Master is different than Stretch, and Stretch is it's like a preferred stock. So it has different dynamics.
True.
So it's he's got 5 of these things.
I know. Doesn't seem like he's like going to stop anytime soon.
I think he's probably working on. So each of these stocks appeal to a certain sector in the market. And so it's a different product for a different market. And so I'm sure there's more than just 5 markets out there.
100%. I mean, the market is people who want to make more money.
Yeah. The insurance market is one.
Yeah.
You know, so there's products that can be made that's backed by Bitcoin for these different markets.
Yeah, and that's what his justifier for what is it? Like S&P or there's some kind of
Yeah. Are you talking about MSCI?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where apparently
Exactly, yeah. So MSCI I think has to do with if you are a treasury company where your assets are above 50%, you are excluded from my index, and therefore, as a result, the flow of money doesn't go into your stock.
Correct.
And so I don't think MicroStrategy is only an asset treasury company. It is a products company. They deliver products.
Yeah, he can't point at his software
arm
as this is the.
It's too small.
It's too small in comparison.
Yeah.
But yeah, these new products that he perpetually, brings to market. I guess it could be representation of financial servicing.
Sure, 100%. Yeah.
Therefore, it's add me in.
Yes. Yeah. So I think he'll pass that, as long as people have, more than 2 brain cells and can, make the analysis here.
Yeah, so that's a potential, catalyst. I think that decision comes in on January or February or something.
Yeah.
Around that time frame. So, I mean, if they pass, I guess, you would expect Master to go up.
Yes.
Maybe that brings some new confidence into the space. It's like, shh, let's go. Sailor's back in action. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. I was going to tell you, I predict that Bitcoin will see an all-time high in 2026 compared to seeing $60,000 in 2026.
What?
So I think we're going to see an all-time high in 2026 before we see $60,000.
Oh, so we have another leg up, but eventually it's going to go back down.
I'm not saying we're going to hit 60K. I'm saying we'll see an all-time high before we see $60,000.
Yeah, meaning it could just keep going up from there.
It could, yeah. I remember we did this bet. I forget at what stage of Bitcoin it was, but the bet was some number, maybe like $20,000 Bitcoin or whatever. And I was literally $25 away from losing, or $23 away.
Yeah, I remember that. I had to give you some Tau.
Some Tau, that's right.
Damn it, dude. That sucked. It sucks losing bets.
Not only that, it was one Tau.
Yeah.
It was $60 at the time, and it turned into being like $700 or whatever.
You're welcome. Holy shit, dude! That's compounded pain.
Yeah.
That's what happens when you bet with crypto.
Yeah, pretty much.
Son of a bitch, dude. So are we doing another one? What is the threshold of time or the?
Well, I guess 2026. There has to be some sort of trigger point, right? And
so literally, you got basically a month. The month of December.
I think I was thinking about this the other day. I was like, I think we'll see $180,000 Bitcoin before we see a $60,000 Bitcoin.
Yeah, you could be right. Just maybe not in that time frame, right?
Yeah, I guess.
So let's place the bet on that time frame then.
Well, because on the Tau one, we didn't put a time frame either.
That's true.
I just said we will never see $20,000 Bitcoin. You're like, well, yes, we will.
Son of a bitch.
Something like that. Something to that effect.
So we're gonna be like, we'll never see 60K Bitcoin. It's gonna be like 60K and like $50.
Pretty much.
And it's gonna bounce from there.
Yeah.
Straight up tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my floor is even lower. I'm thinking
Really?
50.
I'll take you on that bet if
Oh,
you go
no.
lower. I'll take you on that bet.
Yeah, whatever.
And not only that, I think I gave you like either $1,000 or $10,000 spread. It was like,
yeah, something like that.
yeah,
Let me look here. Let me look at my squiggly lines. Let's see how low they go. I'm sure they don't mean anything. Yeah, I'll do 55K, dude.
50. Wow.
He's giving you 60.
I'll take 55.
You just negotiated against yourself.
Yeah, but then shit,
It'll be juicier that way, dude.
it'll feel more like, I don't know, impactful. Because 55K is what? Let's see. How much of a correction total is that? That is about 56%.
Yeah.
That seems conservative if we're talking.
Sure.
If this,
If this is like the all-time like dump for this cycle,
yeah, realistically, something around 60% or more,
I would say
which brings it under 50K.
I think we could reach 60% drops if we reach like $150,000, $180,000 Bitcoin. If it doesn't do that, we're not seeing no 55K, dude. At least that's the bet.
By when? Or just in general?
Just in general. I mean, one of these numbers has to hit first. Either it's 55 or 180.
God damn it, I did screw myself.
Yeah.
I don't want to see any of this, dude. I'm out. I'm out of this bet.
Oh, no.
I don't want to do this again.
You don't want to lose, right?
I'll just 1v1 you at Halo or something instead.
you would still get wrecked, dude.
You don't know that. Let's figure it out tonight, dude. Sniper match. Sniper match.
Shoddy snipers.
Shotties?
Dude,
Oh,
you're
man,
gonna get so wrecked, dude. It's not even funny.
Okay, well, whatever. Let's eliminate some pain from these markets, dude. We don't need to add more vectors of.
Yeah, what you did another bet. Was it 1 billion or 10 billion market cap for NAT, where you would do?
Well, originally it was $1 billion. Do actual.
I think it was 10 billion.
Well, I notched it up. to
You,
10.
Yeah, he raised the stakes.
Yeah, just to
I mean, 10 billion is quite the achievement.
I feel like $1 billion is too.
It definitely is for sure.
Yeah, but it's more hinged on what is the after effects of this psychedelic experiment. Meaning, like, do I take DMT and never come back? You know. So the risk of that, it's like I don't know. If
Is that even possible? Like you just like.
I mean, I've heard people's tales of like
You just change your mind on stuff.
Yeah, I've heard people like they had such a bad trip. It took them like 6 months of like mental therapy to kind of like
Jeez.
just come back to earth, just to like reestablish baseline. Like
I wonder what that's like.
I don't know, but that's what I mean. So that would mean like for 6 months at minimum.
Yeah, it's like, you know what that podcast thing is like? I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I'm just incapacitated. It's like I'm just trying to reestablish the lines.
Yeah. Of reality.
The lines of reality.
Yeah.
So if that's the fallout risk, then I don't know if I could take that at $1 billion.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
At 10 billion, I think my purpose and role here is much more dramatically minimized, or like needed in any way. Right? That's my thinking.
I'll just do the podcast myself then. It's like just a monologue.
Yeah, why not, dude? You'll be the Peter Joseph of the next generation, right? That would be.
Yeah, man. Peter Joseph, he's quite the speaker.
Yeah.
If you guys don't know who he is, look him up. Peter Joseph.
Yeah, and beware if you've seen his films or not. Just, if you're ready for like an
awakening,
yeah, I guess like
a slap in the face.
Yeah, then go ahead, take a look at his work.
It's funny because we were talking about life-changing movies. That's definitely one of them.
I don't know if it's technically a movie, but yeah.
I mean, it's a film.
Well, yeah. I mean, documentaries are like that's what they're intended to do.
Supposed to do, yeah.
Like they're trying to sway your perceptions of things with like facts.
Trying to challenge your understanding of reality.
Yeah, I remember watching that documentary about meat.
Oh yeah,
When I was in college, I actually became a vegetarian for like 6 months.
yeah. I saw that too.
Because I was like shocked and appalled.
I was like, man, they shouldn't do that to cows while
Or
I'm eating like a
chickens.
burger.
Yeah. Yeah, they're like literally like stuffing chickens into like this compactor and converting them into chicken nuggets. It's like fucking disgusting, dude. And then like, slitting the throats and just like letting the blood drain. It's like, man, that is brutal.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. I don't know. I
Well,
don't know.
oh, cool. Yeah,
how do you
works.
do that humanely though? Like,
You just gotta like pray to the North Star before you take the slice, and then all is well,
I guess so.
Isn't that? Yeah, I think that's part of it. I don't know, dude, but eventually I kind of got over it. It's like still feel bad, but I mean, what are you gonna do?
Burgers are better than your moral compass.
I mean, they're pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty excellent.
Pretty good.
Steaks.
Yeah, I mean,
Fucking A, dude. I mean, it's one of my favorite things to do.
if it's not that, we'd be out there like hunting these things and just doing it ourselves, right? I mean,
yeah, so long podcast, right?
yeah, I mean,
We'd be that would be like all we do,
yeah,
hunting and gathering.
yeah. That's not fun.
I mean, actually,
Like all full time, dude? No way.
no, yeah, not full time. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways,
Well, we have a link here for Rosick. He goes. This is part 3, walking through NAT criticisms. We're gonna go through this stuff, but it's kind of long. I recommend you guys read it. This is
a soldier.
Yeah, this is great stuff.
A soldier on the field battling out with people who are, questioning, and which is okay. You're supposed to question things like, does this have legs or not, right?
Yeah, so I want to read some of the criticisms. That way, just like hopefully people read this. So the first one, the fundamental point of divergence in how NAT is perceived. It seems you're evaluating NAT through a familiar ETH token lens. Utility tokens, governance tokens, L2 assets, yield tokens. So yeah, the criticism is, what does this token do?
Yeah,
like, how do you use it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's there has to be some sort of like, I don't know, consumption spend in order for some other thing to occur. That's the definition of a utility coin, I guess.
Yeah, like Bitcoin has no utility.
No.
It isn't. You don't use it for anything.
That's why he comes in and labels this as like a commodity token, just like Bitcoin.
Yeah, exactly. NAT has no use case. Subsidizing miners is not a use case. So that's one. Crypto without utility is dead. Well, we just saw a multi-$100 billion ecosystem with just meme coins.
That's somebody who completely wasn't paying attention to this cycle. There's a lot of people who were completely sidelined this cycle because they're holding on to that perception of value of things. Like everything has to be utility. You have a fundamental misunderstanding of how value is created,
and it's perceived. Yeah,
it is mostly a function of human psychology, right?
Yeah.
And psychology veers in many different directions and can interpret things in many different ways, right? Yeah. One of the ways you've identified your brain to kind of interpret is this idea of utility.
Yeah.
There are people out there who do not think like you.
Yeah. A lot of people.
It's the big breakthrough, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And they see value in other things like identity and culture and purpose and whatever.
Yeah. Vibes.
Yeah. Vibes. Yeah. So it's like there's a mismatch there, right? But you won't see the other side. And
yeah.
You won't agree with the other side.
And because you're stuck on your ideologies, you've completely missed,
a whole cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-arbitrary issuance is pretty, but it's not a reason to buy. That's another one. It says, why would anyone buy NAT? Miners sell, but who will buy it?
Yeah.
And I want to answer that one. And the answer is on natgmi.com, by the way. And then your arguments explain why miners sell, but why would anyone buy? So another version of that. There is no demand driver. So yeah, that's a lack of understanding of the problem. It says another one, creating new tokens is like splitting one BTC into 10 just made up units. I don't know about that. It's a meme coin at best, an honest meme coin helping BTC. NAT is just a token gifted to miners, no intrinsic value. And those are the questions. So the big question here, the underlying question is who's going to buy this thing? So if you go to natgmi.com and you scroll all the way down to the FAQ section, there's a who will buy NAT. And again, I'll read this out loud. It says, those who buy NAT are the passionate defenders of financial freedom. The same people who rallied behind Bitcoin to escape fiat's endless money printing and hidden inflation taxes that rob everyday savers while benefiting the powerful. They spot the risk in Bitcoin's halving, assuming prices will double forever to keep miners rewarded is unrealistic, potentially leading to mining centralization and single entity controlling or censoring transactions. NAT buyers step up to prevent this by investing in a token that gives miners a lasting extra subsidy linked directly to Bitcoin's bit field without touching the 21 million cap, creating stronger network security. They're Bitcoin purists, ordinal creators, and savvy miners like Ampool, Spiderpool, and F2Pool who view NAT as a vital shield for decentralization driven by the same revolutionary spirit of empowerment and resistance that started it all. So basically, the people who are buying NAT are those who believe in decentralization, because without it, it is slowly getting centralized. And as it gets centralized, the attack surface increases, because now you could just bribe one of the big miners and all of a sudden you've attacked Bitcoin. And the incentive to attack Bitcoin could be coming from nation states who are positioning themselves in this global money race for the next, hegemony. So this is coming.
Yeah, and I guess you can now add people who don't want alien annihilation to the list.
Perfect.
If you're in favor of alien preservation, you buy NAT.
Yes.
And you support non-arbitrary substance and digital matter theory proliferation across the board.
Yes.
Because this is what will pass the gray man threshold of intelligence, in my opinion.
Who wouldn't want to be on the same side as the aliens?
I don't know.
Maybe
Didn't Will Smith smack one? He beat the shit out of one. They were just misunderstood.
Yeah, it was a mistake by Will Smith. He's not a leader. He's not leading
smacking
us.
everybody.
He has a tendency to smack people. Aliens, please forgive Will Smith.
Yeah. All right. Well, that has been the NAT discussion. Please read through the Rosick thread here. He definitely breaks it all down. We have a couple of other links. We did a NAT space today. And let's see, another one talking about the logo. Eric Trump. He's mining Bitcoin, a giant-ass facility.
You mean he's mining NAT?
That's right. He's mining NAT. And a pretty healthy price action for NAT. So all the links will be in the description. If you have any questions on the NAT token on DMT, if you find anything interesting in the crypto space, please let us know in the comment section below. Have a happy Thanksgiving, and we'll catch you in the next episode.
Peace.